on question 4, I have an interesting one talking about the definitions for what an acre is. Now, I actually have done this one in the past wrong, mainly because I actually took that 22 and that 220 there and used them as estimated numbers, essentially. Turns out they're exact. It's now a definition. Now, what got me wrong on there was I assumed that the reason they would be approximate is based on the original definition of an acre, which was the approximate area a single person could farm with, I think it was like 4 or 8 oxen, which obviously isn't the same thing depending on the soil and where you're at. So it wouldn't make sense to actually say an acre is based on the amount of space you could do by a person. So years ago, it was redefined here in America as 22 yards by 220 yards, or 4,840 square yards as an exact number. So we're going to treat this as an exact number. Therefore, there really isn't a significant figures answer to this one. We can go out to a huge number of digits. All right, but in this case, we're going to convert it into square meters. And I am going to go from yards all the way down to inches and then into our metric using 2.54 centimeters as an inch. So I'm going to start with yards to inches because there's 36 inches in a yard. And I'm going to fix this in just a second. I'm just doing the conversion of the actual units. And then I have 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. And then there is 100 centimeters to a meter. All right, now technically I can't do it like this because I actually would have square yards because I'm multiplying these two. So I actually need to multiply each of those twice because I'm converting both sets of units from yards into meters. But the calculator can do all that for me, so I'm going to let it do that. So 22 times 220. There's our 4,840 defined square yards, which we will multiply by 36 squared and 2.54 squared. And the hundreds on the bottom, so I'm going to do, on this calculator, 100 raised to the negative second. That puts it down on the bottom and squaring it. And I get 4,046 meters with a lot of digits. Now technically we could actually use all these because we are actually now treating this as an exact number, yards on both these. So I'm going to take just about anything here. But I think I'm going to just write down there because that's such a fine detailed number. I can't imagine anybody ever wants to be that precise. As a matter of fact, I'm going to back up and do something. I'm going to round because that's 5/6. Leave this as a 6. And then put my square meters to it.